Welcome! I am Public Enemy Numero Uno, and thank you so much for watching this. Today I want to talk about how to hire hirelings in D&D. Hirelings are nondescript NPCs that a party may use for a number of different things. The most common types of hirelings are those that offer a particular service, like a messenger for sending letters, a coachman providing travel, or servants providing for the PC's everyday needs. There seems to be very little written about hirelings other than casual descriptions or suggestions. This is understandable because the point is not to bog down the DM, PCs, or the game itself, and bunches of hirelings can do that. But I want to dig into it. Hirelings are mentioned on page 94 of the Dungeon Master's Guide and page 159 of the Player's Handbook. The examples offered are temporary hirelings without much mention of permanent ones. The 2 pages prior talk about NPCs, fleshed out characters that can be a part of the party. This is not about that. I am just talking about the grunts. I think that hirelings can be a good and fun thing to add into the game as long as it does not bog down the game. Combat takes an extraordinarily long time to undertake, and adding hirelings into that can be a nightmare. What I want to talk about is how do you get them in the first place. Hiring guards for a stronghold, servants for the manor, or sailors for a ship will require more than just a couple of characters. A random NPC that is offering its services is one thing, but if player characters are entering a settlement with the intended purpose of hiring someone or a group of people, that's another. The process will take both time and money and become a downtime activity. The more obvious way, as far as I can defer from the rules, is for the characters to do social interactions, call out in the town square, or post flyers to attract attention. There are obviously no real rules for this, leaving it up to the play group to figure out how to do this. The method I created is more grounded and should provide results in a matter of a few minutes of gameplay. It is a process that can take in-game days to complete if the party is not satisfied with the results that they achieve. But by the end, the party will have their pick of who they want to hire and can move on with the game. The first thing that you will need to be aware of is that I utilize an NPC leveling system that I created. This is a shortcut by giving an NPC one of 6 levels. I covered this more in a previous video. This is important because hiring offers PCs a chance to hire more powerful and capable characters if they so choose. A shortcut way to describe the NPCs is like a magic item. The more powerful, the greater their benefits and pluses to checks and rolls that the party may be expected to make. The other reason that this list is important is that I extended the list of how much an NPC can get paid. An NPC will work for what they are worth, not what the party offers them. These rules should be seen as a guideline since I built it under the notion that each NPC level lives at a certain lifestyle. This will inform the players how much they want to spend for what they get. Now, down to hiring NPCs. The system is a D100 roll that requires basic math to utilize. You do 1 roll, and for each NPC level, you divide the result, rounding down. If the players are looking for a particular NPC level, then just focus on that. To do the roll, you need to know a few things. First, how big is the settlement that the party is hiring at? The larger the settlement, the greater the population. Second, how much do the characters want to spend? Each settlement has a different cost per day to reflect the effort of getting the word out. The characters have the option of throwing more money into it to add +1 per instance paid to a maximum of +10. PCs can add more modifiers to the roll if they want by adding their charisma, either deception, performance, or persuasion depending on what the PCs are doing. It is advisable that only 1 character be permitted to do that. Finally, roll. As an example, say I am hiring in town and I want to hire a bunch of regulars. I pay the cost, add +5 because of my charisma modifier, and I roll a 67. With my modifier, that's a 72. Regulars are set at 20, meaning that there are 3 regulars that show up that want to be hired, since rounding down 72 divided by 20 is 3. Additionally, I can hire 7 greens or 2 seasoned NPCs as hirelings. The result will apply to all possible levels, not just the one I choose. Despite the additional options, I just choose to hire the 3 regulars and go. If I want more hirelings, then I merely wait another day and perform the same activity. This took about 2 minutes for me to do, but I designed it and I am quite familiar with it. Players not familiar with it will stumble, but even the slowest among them is likely not to take any longer than say 10 minutes. And if they want to do the activity again, it should go even faster. The maximum number of hirelings that I would recommend that a party be permitted to hire is 10% of the population, which can be a lot, but that is up to the game in question. The main issue that you will run into with this is the NPC level system. If you do not have NPCs that match the respective CRs, then you would have to to invent them, adding more work to your plate. This is something that is not new to DMs, but a hassle nonetheless. That is why I would use this as an option as opposed to a hardened rule, since other DMs do not have my repertoire of NPCs, at which point the chart can still be used as a guideline just to get NPCs as hirelings without following my NPC level system. With that, please comment down below as I would love to hear more ideas or criticisms. Thank you again for watching my video and have an enjoyable day.